Hello everyone. Today is August the 2nd, 2010. It is the first 48 hours of August are always my favorite for several reasons, but August the 1st and 2nd has followed me significantly throughout my life. And it is August 1st is traditionally one of the minor Sabbats of the eight-spoked wheel of the year in Wicca and paganism and the calendar itself, but August 1st is Lammas, Lugnasada, Lugnasad, Midsummer's Eve, and the Festival of Sekhmet. It's also the birthday of the High Priestess of Sekhmet, and today's my niece's 10th birthday. Happy birthday, Merit, whose name means beloved, Merit, and in ancient Kemetic, or ancient Hebrew, ancient Egyptian, and the word for beloved in Hebrew is David, my first name, so that's cool. But you didn't come here to hear about that. Here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go ahead and give you the secret to the lesser invoking ritual of the pentagram. The pentagram having 5. Now you're going to find out in the Golden Dawn texts and everything else, they're going to give you the lesser banishing ritual, which only has 4 pentagrams in it. The lesser invoking ritual of the pentagram, penta meaning 5, will have 5 pentagrams in it. I've seen only one hint of this, and that was by Peter Carroll in Liber Null, or Liber Chaos. Liber Chaos, I believe. He is a English chaos magician. He did Liber Null and Psychonaut and Liber Chaos. And in Liber Chaos, he gives he gives you the secret to the lesser invoking ritual of the pentagram, at least the closest I've seen to it ever in publication form. Now you'll notice that in invoking and banishing, really there's a lot of difference. There's a whole lot of difference. But in performing the rite, it's basically just how you draw the pentagrams. Uh, the top point being the spirit. You can think of it anytime you start at the top and draw down, you're drawing down from a higher vibration to a lower. So you're drawing from spirit all the way down into earth. So you'd start at the top of the pentagram and go down to earth. And you draw the pentagram first and then vibrate the God name through it. Now, we're starting with spirit, the divine names, and just like in creation, you start in the divine realm and then you go through the archangelic realm, or in the Kabbalah, it's known as the Briatic realms, from Bria, meaning the creative, where the archangelic realm is, the governorship of the multiverse, and then you drop it on down into the Yitzharatic plane, or the astral plane, the plane of formation, and then of course all the way down into the DNA, where it's the zone, the buffer zone between the higher dimensions and the physical plane, the Asiya. So Atzaluth, or Atzalut, being the Hebrew for divine realm, and use the God names there. So first we're going to draw the pentagrams and then put the divine name into it and visualize it going out. But the main thing is, where is that 5th one, right? We've got the 4 quarters, the 4 directions, the 4 cardinal directions. And where's that 5th one going to go? Well, where do you think, right? Egyptians knew it was the top of the pyramid. The 4 corners of the base, and then the top from the true spirit from which all things derive, and vivifies the whole structure, which you are using in creation, as above, so below. We are made in the image of God. We're going to co-create with God by using the recipe, which is start in the divine realms and work your way down. Also, in the middle pillar, there's 5 spheres, right? Ihaya, or I am, Yahovah Elohim, Yahovah Eloah Vidat, Shaddai El Kai, and Adonai Haaretz. That's five. You want a nice continuation and flow in the fifth way with using the, or in any magic space, and going between the realms. And now that we have, if you have the astral structure up, the hypercube, the metatrix monad, and again, all of this is on fifthwaymysteryschool.org. Fifthwaymysteryschool.org. Um, I think it's .org. I should. I've only been hanging out there since early '98. Anyway, if it's not .org, it's .com. You know, I've got it saved so much I don't even really look at the address, but I think it's .org. Regardless, Fifth Way Mystery School. Google it. Um, you will find in the practices, exercises, something called the Meta Programming Protocol, the MPP. This is what we're talking about. And within the MPP, there is a ritual known as the Lesser Invoking Ritual of the Pentagram. Now, after you've got all five of those, oh god, yeah, okay. After you've got all five going, or four cardinal directions, you know, in the east, Yod He Vav He. Then to the south, draw your invoking pentagram of earth, and then project the divine name into it, which is, you know, Adonai. Then to the west, and I like to do it, you know, same invoking pentagram, and then and I've always used a higher voice. I like it because it's water, it's more feminine, it's Gabriel thing, so I like that. And then we move to the north, which is Naturicon, or which is Hebrew for basically just a acronym, like NASA, or the word Amen. You know, we all use it. We know what Amen means. That's an acronym. And then there's it's Aglah, which is Thou art strong, or Thou art mighty throughout the ages, O Lord. Aglah. And then we carry the line over to the east, and we're back to where we started. Now at this point you should have a nice tesseract or a nice hypercube going with an octahedron in the center as your um, bomos or altar above in the center of this cube. There's an octahedron with 10 spheres in that, or 9, you know, the different. Anyway, we'll talk about that later, and if you're really interested, ask me, email me something to talk more about that. But the the divine letter, the divine names make a certain amount of letters, and you know, Yod, He, Vav, He. You've got 3 there, Yod, He, and Vav. And then in the south, you've got Adonai, and all of these, remind you, are 4 names. Each one in the Hebrew only has 4 letters. Some of them repeat. So we've got Yod, He, and Vav, and then we have Adonai, which is Aleph, Daleth, Nun, and then Yod. Well, Yod we had in the first quarter in East, so now we've got 6 Hebrew letters. And then in the West we have Ehiah, which is Aleph, He, Yod, Aleph, which all of those we've already counted. So we still have only used 6 Hebrew letters. And then we go to the North, which is Aglah, Adol, or Aleph, Gimel, Lamed, Aleph, which there's 2 new ones there, right? So which would be Gimel and Lamed. So we count those, and what do we get? We count those, and we had six, and now we have eight. Eight. How many faces are on an octahedron? Eight. See how it all links? The eight unfolds into the cube, and you've got the corners, the four corners of an octahedron, plus the top and the bottom. And how many faces do you have on a cube? Six. So the octahedron becomes the cube. Then when you send that out, the cube becomes a hypercube, and you've got a nice rolling thing. So anyway, I think this is going to cut me off if it hasn't already. Now that brings us to the top point. Where's the fifth one go? If you do all four, and then you call the archangels, Gabriel or Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, and Uriel or Ariel. I just use Uriel in the north. And you say, and above us all, and you draw an invoking pentagram above you while you're facing east, and bring the spiral down from the center. And while you're bringing that down, you vibrate Shekinah El, which is the divine feminine married to the divine masculine. Shekinah. And thank you for listening to the Gnostic Sphere. I hope that helps.